We're trying to keep things moving. I am your 11 o'clock speaker. My name is John Tsarpalas. I am the president of Nevada Policy Research Institute, better known as NPRI. And I'm thrilled to be here. Why? Because I'm in a room of conservative leaders. And I'm here to talk about how you can be a better leader, a better activist, how you can step up, in many ways do what Herman Cain had spoken about earlier today. Everyone in this room needs to take a role and step up. We're under attack. Our country, our state, our communities are under siege. If you think that things are just going to happen, just going to change, we've got to vote in the right politicians, I think you're dreaming. It isn't enough. This speech was titled, "It's not about candidates, it's about the issues." And isn't that what it is really about? I mean, so what if you elect somebody to office? That doesn't mean they're going to get the issue that you want changed done. We've got a real problem. They're called rhinos. You send somebody off to the legislature, the state legislature, to Congress, to Washington. What do? They move to the left. Why? Because they want to get reelected and they're afraid of the press. The media scares these people. I spent 10 years as an active campaigner, recruiter, and leader in the Republican Party in Illinois. I was the executive director of the Illinois Republican Party, at which point in 2006, I couldn't take it anymore because so many of these candidates I had helped win elections for, put my money into, my time, my blood, my sweat, my tears, moved to the left and voted in ways that I should have supported the Democrat in the first place. I'm tired of being brokenhearted and disappointed by these people. And there's things we can do about it. I believe in carrots and sticks for politicians. We need to reward them when they do the right thing, and we need to beat them up when they go the wrong way and get them out of office. Now, NPRI is a not-for-profit 501c3. We are an educational group. So I'm going to educate you on how you can beat them up. I am not going to advocate for any specific candidate, any campaign, or any party. They're all a disappointment in my mind at this point. So the first thing you can do is go to the back over there and pick up one of these, hot off the presses. It is NPRI's 2017 legislative session review and report card. And inside, we rank all your state assemblymen and state senators, state assembly persons. I don't want to be causing anybody a microaggression here. It's all there based on how they voted in terms of protecting the taxpayer. It's based on the National Taxpayer Union System. It's all in this booklet. We've got some nice little stories in the front. Please pick one up on our table back there. You can also go to npri.org, and we have not only this for you to download, but lots of other information. But we also have every vote, everything that happened in the 2017 legislative session. It's all there for you to take a look at your specific issue, because everybody's got a hot button issue. Nobody in this room has got the exact same set of issues and the exact same beliefs on absolutely everything. It just doesn't work that way. That's fine. Let's start with doing this. Before you write a check for that candidate, if they're already in office, look them up and then say, hey, what the heck happened here? Why did you vote for that? And they better have a darn good explanation before you help them, before you volunteer for them. Volunteer time in a campaign is huge. It's so important. I know, I ran many campaigns in the Chicago area. I actually elected Republicans in Democrat areas in the suburbs of Chicago. And that's how I ended up becoming the executive director of the Illinois Republican Party, because I was winning. How did I win? with free volunteer help. People like you, people who are willing to go door to door and go talk about their candidate. So that's the next thing you need to do. Not only do you talk to the candidate about this, talk to your friends about it. Make sure everybody that you know is a conservative or Republican has seen this scorecard, or at least heard of it. Get the word out. That is something as leaders of the conservative movement that every one of you can do. Get the word out. It can be word of mouth, friend to friend, neighbor to neighbor. You can write letters to the editor. You can blog and do things and post things in different places. There's lots of open forums on the web that you can post things. You need to speak up. We all need to speak up. You know, one of the things that my mother was wrong about, that was she kept talking about being polite. Well, you can be polite, but she went too far. It's kind of like don't speak up. Well, let's politely speak up, and let's politely not back down. We are right. We are the people with real ideas on how to change this state and keep America prosperous and grow it. So let me show you something else that we've got back on that table back there. This book, Solutions 2017. NPRI puts this out before every legislative cycle, and in it is detailed information on our major issues in this state, along with charts, graphs, and solid information. If you want to be a better speaker to your neighbors, to the people you're talking to, pick one of these up. Again, back on the table over there. See my wife, Mary Beth. She will gladly hand you a copy of this. Or you can go to our site, npri.org, and download this. This will give you talking points. This will give you ideas. This will give you facts and figures on why it's important for your particular issue, whatever it is, school choice, taxes, budget, PERS. I mean, we got so many things to be working on. Whatever it is you want to talk about, here's some good answers, good solutions for you. A couple other things we got back on our table there. I won't spend a lot of time. Every year we come out with this booklet. We'll come out with a 2017 after the first of the year. This is the 2016 Piggy Book. This talks about waste and fraud in government here in Nevada. Pick one up, good stories. Some of them are kind of make you chuckle, and some of them make you want to cry. I mean, what a waste of people's hard-earned tax dollars. But take a look. And then our annual report, NPRI, talks about what we do, gives you a better idea of some of the things we're up to. So where's all this leading? Well, it's one thing to volunteer for a candidate. It's another to be the candidate yourself. We do not focus enough on local races. If you want to change schools, run for the school board. If you want to make a difference, really be able to dig into something and make a difference, pick out something local. No one's watching local budgets. People are not as interested. But you are more advanced conservatives. You take the time. You step up. The problem with America is everybody thinks, oh, it's all about the president. It's about the Congress. Do you know that over half the budgets in America are coming out of state and local? That's where the real money is. That's where the real swamp is. Talk about bureaucracy. Let's look at Clark County schools. So let's go do something about that. Let's focus on something more local and something we can change. We aren't going to change what's happening in Washington. We can send some better congressmen. We can send less rhinos. We can clean up our Senate issue. But right here, pick one. Pick something and choose a local opportunity and start working at it. Become a watchdog. Start asking, do Freedom of Information requests, and ask for what's in the budget. Now let me give you a clue on something that'll help. I'm back to npri.org. We have a sign-up sheet back there on our table for our email list. You can put down your email address if you haven't signed up with it before. You can also sign up for mailings. We send something out almost every day in the email about something we're working on, a press release, something freedom of information, something about transparency. Feel free to sign up. If you don't like it, you unsubscribe or let us know. We'll take you off the list. But let's talk about that idea of transparency. We have a website, transparentnevada.com. On it is absolutely every government employee in the state of Nevada's compensation, their salary, their pension, all that data. Transparentnevada.com. Spell it all out, just like Transparent Nevada, all one word.com. We get phenomenal traffic to this website. And what is it? A lot of people want to know what their neighbor makes. There's a lot of that going on. But you can put in things like treasurers, county treasurers. You can start comparing. Does the Clark County treasurer make more than the Washoe treasurer? You can look at the amount of people in that county. You can start taking a look at how they're compensated. And you will also see some terrible, terrible overtime being spent. Why do we spend on overtime when people need jobs? Why are they not hiring? Start following what's happening on Transparent Nevada. It'll give you information and fodder to truly complain about why should they be raising your taxes when they're wasting your money. Thank you. I'm trying to time myself because, oh, Chuck's back. Okay, so we're good because Chuck wasn't here to introduce me. So a couple of things we're up to. Let me tell you where NPRI is going. You're going to hear more about this from Ron Connect, the repeal of the commerce tax. But we're in. We're out there writing policy. We're doing the research. We're going to give you the facts and figures on why this tax is not necessary, how it's hurting jobs, how that trickles down to families and less businesses in this state, and how we're going to get rid of it. You'll be getting information from NPRI on a steady basis on that one. And the other thing we're going to try and do with educational savings accounts, unfortunately not funded, we're going to go after the low-income scholarship program. We are going to try to teach people how to use it, how businesses can fund it, how we can grow it, and we frankly want to oversubscribe people who want to apply for this. Why? Because we're going to play the leftist game. We're going to go to the next legislative cycle and we're going to go, how can you not give these poor families some money for their children to escape this terrible system? It's for the children. It's not fair. It's not right. And we're going to play their game. Absolutely, because it isn't about rational. It's about what's going on in here. And we're going to give them a dose of their own medicine on that one. So if you're interested in helping us spread the word on how people can sign up for these opportunity grants, please get a hold of us at npri.org. Now, NPRI is a not-for-profit, and we work on donations. We would love to have you sign up, go online, donate. That's not what I'm here to ask you for. I'm looking for some specific, talented volunteers. This summer, I had a whole office full of great, motivated college interns. The problem is they all went back to school. And so I was thinking, I ran a lot of little Republican organizations, and they all operated on volunteers. I'm looking for some specific talents in this crowd. I need a bookkeeper, someone to come in once a week and pay our bills. We got somebody out there who's been a treasurer of a group or something to come in and help us out. We're looking for somebody who can find me other speaking engagements around the state and some of the rest of our staff. We've got some really talented policy people who love to go and talk about the issues. We need places to go talk to people about it. We need to spread the word. If you'd like to be a volunteer, you can work from home. Just call up groups, get a schedule, we'll put it on a Google Calendar, and boom, you are our speaker outreach coordinator. I'm also looking for somebody who likes to write. We need help with our correspondence. I don't have the staff, and my guys, we just can't keep up on this stuff. Someone would like to help us write letters, emails, take care of correspondence, help us keep up on our thank you letters, things like that. We're looking for somebody like that. If somebody wants to get into a bigger project, I need help with grant writing. If anybody wants to grant write for a foundation, like to give it a try, I'm jt@npri.org. And lastly, we could really use a researcher, someone who's willing to just spend a lot of time Googling and looking on the web and helping us come up with lists of things that we need to find and we need to know about. We're always looking for data and background and things, and we need someone who would like to do that as a volunteer. So there's another way you can step up, help the movement, and take a lead role in this stuff. Because we're here to help the bigger movement, We're part of the leverage for the conservative movement. We're here to support our policies and our issues for everyone, and you can be part of that team by being a volunteer with us. I salute you all for coming out today, to spending a beautiful day in this beautiful state that we have, to learn more, to do more. Don't forget to go back there and pick up some literature back there. Someone is signaling me. What are you trying to tell me? Our phone number at NPRI is 702-222-0642. 222-0642. Feel free to call us. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what comes up. We love watchdogs. We've got NevadaJournal.com. It is an investigative reporter site. Right now, we've been doing a lot of digging up in Incline Village in the IVGID system up there. There's a whole lot of shenanigans happen up there. We just put out a really interesting 8-part series on the Clark County School District. Wonderful investigative report on the bureaucracy and some of the shenanigans going on there. It was really worth reading. We are also looking to raise money to translate that into Spanish so we can print it in Spanish papers. They need to know what's going on in these schools too. So please, let us know. And if you are a Spanish translator, I need you as a volunteer. Please call me. This state has a lot of hope. I moved here 6 months ago from Illinois. Illinois is ill. Illinois is broke. People who do work for the state of Illinois are waiting 1 to 1.5 years to get paid. Yes, they are officially broke, but they can't declare bankruptcy. How did that happen? Labor union domination of their assembly. The Chicago machine domination, which is progressive, liberal domination of the state. And they have taxed the people to death. They have an income tax of 5%. They have a sales tax of 9.25%. They have a little smaller sales tax on food, but they do even tax food. And the property taxes are astronomical. I had a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, middle-class home. Property taxes were $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. Do not think that will not happen here unless you stop what's going on in our state capital. I'm here to be the town crier and let you know where this is going, because it always goes to, we need more money, it's about more money, it's about more money, and we need to tax here, and oh boy, we don't have an income tax there, so we better start raising the property taxes here. And eventually you're driven out, as I was. I sold my house because I couldn't afford $24,000 a year before the mortgage. Most people there pay more in property taxes than they pay for the mortgage. And just think what that does to your property value. If someone wants to buy a house, the first thing they look at is the property tax and then see what they got left for the mortgage. And if they don't have enough for the mortgage, the house has got to come down in price to cover what they can pay for a mortgage. That's what's coming to Nevada if we do not step up. Please step up. Thank you.